right, so today's video, we're watching a Plat 4 tank on PC play Sigma, Winston, Ramattra, Reinhardt, D.Va. What happened this game? They say, hey, I might have a good one for you. You could say you have a goodie for me. You get it? Like it's like when Flat says I have a goodie for you. Just for some quick context, I'm a PC player who plays with controller. Accessibility issue. No worries with that. I actually know people who play controller and I bet in top 500. This was also a gold 2 to Plat 4 range game. This was a tough game, as pretty early on my team took a guess on who the gold 2 was on our team and started to dogpile. Keeping the team focused was tough, especially considering we didn't fully cap on our attack. Wait, why would they get mad if somebody's like, that's not the player's fault that they're getting put into a game with that wide of a range. I've been slowly but surely climbing and realized that a lot of the things I used to get away with doesn't really work for me anymore. Besides the obvious aim issues I'll have because of playing with a controller, I'd like to know what else should I be focusing on to improve. I know I got a lot to work on. I just don't know where to start. Thanks a ton. Okay. Hey, we'll see what we can do for you.
Barrier initialized.
So starting as Sigma.
The barrier cannot withstand much more.
Wait to use your rock there, because you're gonna get like a sound cue when the venture is gonna come out of like the underground. Got rock. Take those. On a top right. On a... Okay. Look for opportunity to spam someone out. The Ana was high ground. Yeah, there you go. The Ana fell, but everybody else up there spam him out.
Proclaiming the barrier. Collapsing the barrier.
So remember, this is on PC and they're playing on controller. So to give people an idea, if you ever see like the aim kind of go like, it's like it will look like very smooth. That way I put it. I mean, so far, what's happening here is you're doing a lot of running around in like circles. There's just like this tendency of players to kind of try to get damage on everybody. I'll give you examples. When you were right here, you saw an Ana sitting up here high ground to begin with. What you would do is you would spam the Ana off of the high ground, which would help your team. Rather than turning around and spending 4 seconds like looking at a venture or trying to get the venture to do something, the best thing that you can do is just spam up, get people off the high ground, force them to rotate, let your teammates deal with the venture. If 4 of your teammates can't deal with the venture, that's more on your team. Keep the pressure forward, focus on one target. You do that, you're gonna have a lot better of a time than the way that you just played that, just spinning in circles over time. So now you're on Winston after that. Looking at their comp, it's like an okay swap. I mean, Winston's good. So dive their high ground. Nice job. They did sleep you, but you got a good bubble off. The most important part of that whole play was your bubble, and you hit a really good bubble. Believe it or not, that like was really good. Because that allowed you to be able to get value and give your teammates value elsewhere. Unfortunately, your Mercy went in there to try to kill the Ana, and it didn't go well, but you still have the map control, which is nice. Now you have a more ult than you. That's really good. Now listen for the sound. Hear that sound right there? That is when the venture's going to be coming out of like the ground, so you're going to be able to know when they're doing that. That's what I was referencing earlier. Good job diving the Ash on high, taking away map control. Good right click. Good job. Good play. You jumped in there, but I want you to look at something here. This is something that every tank player can benefit from. Okay, you get the kill on Ash. Boom. I'm gonna pause right here. So what you need to do here, and let's look behind you, see where everybody's at. You have one teammate here. You have one teammate. I think your teammate's dead there. Okay, so you have 2 teammates coming back from spawn, and then you have you and the Moira here. So after getting the kills here, what you want to do, the most important thing to do is survive. So why would you try to jump right away into their team to give them a free pick? That's the last thing you want to do. So in this type of situation, and this goes for any tank player, just be patient for a couple seconds. Let your supports heal you. Let your teammates get back. Don't go and give them a free kill. One of the easiest ways to give it, like to allow the other team to get back into it, is by giving them free kills. You have an Ana all the way back here. You have a venture behind you. That's it. That's all you have to deal with. On the flip side, your teammates are starting to run back. So if you give your teammates 5 seconds to run back while getting healed up, you can just wait a second. Go in. Next thing you know, after 5 seconds, you have both your cooldowns. So instead, you jump into the Sigma and you give them a free kill because you don't have any cooldowns. So you go in here, you use your leap in, you don't have a bubble, you get rocked, you fall over, you die. Now, your teammates can still take this team fight, but why not just wait a couple extra seconds, right? Just wait. All right, here we go. Top right. There you go. Nice. One step at a time, taking the high ground. Don't need to bubble that right away, but you can always just hide behind a wall to get healed up a little bit. Good bash now. Good idea going on the Mercy. Correct dive right now. Drop your bubble, use your ult. Either one works. There you go. Nice. I'm okay with that dive because the ultimate was about to happen. Very kind of you to put the Bob in range. Okay, bubbles are a little bit off right now. You're using your bubbles a little bit too randomly. I'll give you that one just because it's just making sure your teammates don't die to the Bob, but pretty scuffed sometimes in your bubbles. Remember that you can use cover rather than a bubble to reduce damage. All right, waiting. Nothing's happening. This is totally okay. Okay, let's not play Winston like you're playing Jungle Queen or Sigma here, okay? We want you to be a little bit more... Okay. I'm gonna teach players something because I've had to learn this recently. Stop trying to take the top left corner here as Winston when you can go like right here with the cart, start pushing it and get a better angle to dive up there. When you go down middle right here the whole time, all you're doing is giving them free damage, free ult charge, and it's gonna pressure your team a lot. It's actually better to kind of like take the approach from down here and take a different type of angle. I'd recommend doing that more than anything else. Not bad. Got the kill. Random bubbles again. Well, let's stop with the random bubbles. Okay, they're a little bit. They're not necessary. So gotta get better bubble timings. Good job getting the point. There we go. Let's bubble off a Junker Queen in front of their doors. Do you see what I mean? You're doing a lot of. You're not even doing like a jubble. Hi, Arnie. Boy. This is the correct play. You actually made the correct decision there. You got high ground behind them. That was the correct play. Although I would probably, if your next ult doesn't work, getting off Winston here for third would be good just because of how third plays. Okay. Try to maybe boop them into your team.
Time for the reckoning.
Oh, you almost got him. I would swap off Winston now based off of you just having a hero pool of wanting to swap off. Yep, good pick. Ramattra's fine. I think this is a totally fine swap. Ramattra's totally fine here. Oh, man. Yes, good Vortex. Well played there. Vortex will keep the Venture lower to the ground, and then you follow up and get a kill. You get aggressive. Well played. Good Ramattra play right there. That was just all of that was well played. Wait till you see a target to maybe shield that, because your shield's not going to be up in time when you do that, as you can tell by your shield not being up in time right here. So yeah, you can Vortex that, because they have to escape from that area, right? So. Nice kill. Go into Nemesis form and start blocking. You can do one. There you go. Remember, you can block here to reduce damage. Okay. I'm gonna pause because I have made this mistake many times in Ramattra, and it's also why Ramattra doesn't have the best play style in top 500. When there's gonna be a lot of damage, you have to go into AFK mode and just hold your right click. If they're gonna all in you initially, the only way that you're gonna be able to survive that and make it easier on your supports is by holding your right click. So when the moment that you're at low HP and you start to just like keep trying to punch to get value, I want you to go more into the defensive style. A lot of Ramattras feel that they have to get aggressive play and like do a bunch of punches during Nemesis form. In reality, the best Ramattra is going to be the one that survives a team fight. So go into blocking at that point. While it's more fun to just start punching, recognize that it's not an ideal spot and just hold your right click. If they stop like shooting at you, that's when you start to go in and do more damage again, right? But if they're just going to sit there and all shoot at you, just hold right click. Your team can win off of that. I mean, you literally got rezzed and did the exact same thing. Here we go. Okay, so it goes back to what I said. I want you to start playing Ramattra more defensively. It's current tanking. That's what's going to happen. I've watched you 3 times go into Nemesis form, and you just start swinging, and then you fall over every single time. And that's why we want to get you out of that habit, because you can start to see that you're just giving up free kills the whole time that you do that. You know, so you got to pick up your gameplay in that one for sure. Okay, so now you're on Reinhardt. The patience on those fire strikes were something. You got one at least. Nice job. So the emerald weapon looks kind of cool here. I want to point that out. I didn't realize it looked that cool with Ryan skins. Is that the emerald weapon with the mythic? But you didn't like it? I thought it looks cool. I'm just looking at the weapon itself, not the actual skin. That just looks like those holiday vibes. Perfect timing. All right, shield management. Make sure you... Shield management. Shield management. Okay. So I want to point out right there that you spent the whole time holding your shield. Just drop your shield. Drop your shield, play a corner. Drop your shield, play a corner. Play corners. Okay. So what you're doing wrong. I'm going to show you right now. Okay? And this is going to make you a better Ryan player right away. Hide behind walls, get your shield up. If you find that you're constantly resetting your shield to like 100 HP every single time, listen, you already lost the point control a little bit. So the best thing you can do is hide behind this wall, get it to like 800, 900. You can peek again, go back and forth, give your teammates time to make a play. If you just sit there as Reinhardt and you just spin around in circles, this is exactly what's going to happen to you. See this? That's what's going to happen to you. Just stop spinning in circles and holding your shield up. Use walls, use cover to get your shield back up, go back in. It doesn't necessarily need to get back to like 1500 HP or whatever they have it at now, but like don't let it get down to 200 and keep it in your right click every half of a second. You're never going to have time to regen your shield. It's as simple as hiding behind a wall. See? Your shield breaks, you have no shield, now you're stuck in the middle of the open, and like now you're just like in this really unique spot. Your teammates still end up clutching it on some of the kills, but like you could have done the same exact thing with your shield. Now you go back there and I feel like you're trying to do too much. Hide, drop, just go for it. Go for the D.Va now. Yes, now. Don't put your shield up. Stop putting your shield up. Yes, stop. Just give it a second. Keep waiting. Yes, use cover. Okay, now shield off your Ana. Good job. Okay, drop your shield again because no one else is to worry about. No. So I want to point out, I think you're missing out on the sound cue of Venture, and you're trying to shield and do too much way too early on. You're not using the sound cue to know when the Venture's coming out there, so you ended up just straight up holding your shield for a while. So you have to be careful. Wait until the sound cue hits, then you can react. You missed out on maybe, 400 HP of shield being regen. I don't even mind that flank, to be honest with you. Take those. Nice pin. Good aggression on D.Va. Maybe force out cooldowns. You did. Good cooldowns usage. Shield's up. You can drop your shield now. You're good. I wouldn't stay here too long. Don't get your teammates killed for that. Yeah, that's more in your border, to be honest with you. Exclaim alert! I would have liked to see you aim at the Kiriko rather than the D.Va there, but it's all good. Good accidental pin. Loved it. By the way, I don't think your aim is as bad as you think it is with a controller, by the way, because you did say that you play on a controller on PC. Your aim's been fine. You've had a couple misses here and there, but like I think when you were missing on Sigma is because you weren't understanding projectile aim more than it was having bad aim. You just like, you weren't like, you were trying to hit scan people. You wanted to lead more. This is a waste of shield. There's no point to do that. You're not bringing any value to your team at that point. Like, yeah, I do it for like 100. No, your shield. Stop. Hide behind a wall. Just wait. Just be patient for a second. Wait. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. You're good. Now your shield's back up. You can do whatever you want with your shield. Go. You shield them off now. This is where you should be shielding your team. Like, help your teammates on rotation. Right? Like, things like that. I can't believe that swing hit. Yep. Okay, remember, this is not understanding what's behind you. There was a Zenyatta behind you, so the best thing you can do is worry about the Zenyatta and use line of sight by hiding behind walls for cover against the bomb. All right? Okay, here we go. I respect this charge. Is it good or bad? Couldn't tell you. Do I respect it, though? Yep. Remember, you can give them the second tick. You have that opportunity. Oh, this could be a game-winning shatter. If you can just hide behind a wall, manage your shield. Big slam! I want to pause this for a second. I want you to understand something. They don't even have a second tick yet. So rather than stand here and like stare at them and keep taking damage, just like use... If they're going to back away to this corner, you take advantage of the cover you now have. Like if they're going to back away to here, which is the majority of their team did, why are you just standing in the middle of the open? You have opportunity to give them an extra tick. You have opportunity to play your shield and play cover and give your teammates opportunity. Heck, you have opportunity to peek the Zenyatta, get discorded, go here for a second. Now you have 6 seconds without being discorded. There's a lot of little things that you can improve on to really up your gameplay. The good news is this is really easily fixable stuff. A lot of it's just playing cover and understanding that just take time to get cooldowns and be patient with like your retake. All right, on to D.Va now. D.Va's okay against that comp. All right, your soldier's in the middle of the open. DM your soldier. DM your soldier. Remember, doing damage to Winston when they have armor is something. If they don't have armor, you can do a lot. Ashe is bottom left, so I want you to target the Ashe there. You're doing the thing again where you're taking a little bit of poke damage. Like, yeah, if you want, I mean, you're going to go for him or you're going to try to peel? Okay. So D.Va back in like season 7, season 8, I mean, it's all the way up to season 10. I'd be like, you know what? Peeling for the Winston makes total sense there. Unfortunately, recently Blizzard has made it so armor is good. They've nerfed armor recently, but it still is really good. D.Va sucks against armor, so that's why if you ever go up against a Winston, the way it normally would work is you'd be able to shred the Winston and get a kill and get through the armor. They changed that recently to where D.Va does like no damage to Winston at all. On the flip side, Winston does a bunch of damage to D.Va because Winston ignores armor. You go, what do you mean Winston ignores armor? What does that even mean? Well, Winston ignoring armor means that Winston does the exact same damage to you no matter what. It's the same consistent damage no matter what. Nowadays, because Winston does that, D.Va struggles against Winston in what used to be more of a 50-50 matchup, sometimes even more in favor of D.Va based off of the burst damage, has now put it 70-30 in favor of D.Va. I mean, in favor of Winston. Point I'm getting back now to circle back is you need to just dive their backline, go for that Ashe kill, maybe go for the Zen kill, rather than try to fall back and kill the Winston.
Diving in. Your carrier's here. Nope.
It wasn't that just for secondary fire? I mean, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it was for everything. That's why when Winston goes against you, you watch your HP just go down really fast, and then you just tickle Winston. So. No?
Nothing gets past me.
Good ult. Great ult location. Wonderfully placed. Seeing them out of position, going down main. Nice job. Good play. Very good play right there. Actually kind of surprised they went Orisa against you. So. All right, there's your ults. Your teammates have 3 ultimates. You can just, I mean, your teammates can all in ultis and you just win. But your supports need to start using them now, otherwise you're gonna get low. Yeah, good job. Good job backing out though. That's the correct play if your teammates aren't gonna. I guess next time look for where Bob was. I didn't even think where Bob was there, so. Not bad. Clean play, good game. Then your aim seems fine. You were worried about that. Yeah. A lot of what, you know, great job by your team there, and you played well. A lot of your issue now is just understanding like survivability. I think your number one problem is that you understand like how a hero kit works, and you know what you want to do, but you just take too much damage. A lot of unnecessary damage. So I could go through each hero and help you with each one, but I really just think I'm going to give you one thing to work on, and that's just the way that you position yourself. Remember 2 things, and I keep bringing this up. 1, your supports want to heal you. They don't want to let you die there. They don't want to sit there. Your supports want to heal you. Number 2, you need to play cover. So give yourself time, you know, take time to take 1 to 2, maybe 3 seconds behind cover to get your cooldowns back, to give your time supports to heal you, to reduce damage, to do simple things like, remember, Discord Orb now, the way it works, if you get Discord Orb on you and you hide behind a wall and it goes away, they cannot Discord Orb you for 6 seconds. This all reduces damage, and it makes it a much better experience for you and your supports. You said your mentality is you're a tank? Yes. But like the best tanks are the tanks that survive during a team fight, not the ones that take the literal definition of tank and assume it means you just sit there and absorb a bunch of damage and fall over. While sometimes the tank playstyle ends up that way due to how like the strength of a hero is, there's a reason why we always tell you to play cover. It reduces damage and it makes it so other players have to go out of position to kill you, and it gives time for your supports to heal you. The more and more that you take chip damage, 50 damage at the beginning of a team fight doesn't seem like a lot, but if you take 50 chip damage from 5 different heroes, you've already lost 250 HP when you normally would lose 0. Hence why I want you to prioritize playing more cover and more survivability, because that is how you enable yourself to pop off, and it's also how you enable your teammates to pop off. But standing in the middle of the open and spinning in circles, not managing your shields, it becomes a lot more difficult. So, to summarize, work on that, you'll be fine. I wouldn't worry about your aim too much. You said you play in controller and all that. It looked fine to me. Work on your positioning, you'll climb. You got this. You absolutely got this. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't, leave a comment, all of that helps. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. That's where you would see my Discord. We also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch chat below the webcam. We also stream on YouTube, so stop by if you haven't. With that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.